Okay, now we are making pumpkin pie. We have, I don't know why we are looking at our 8 ounces of cream cheese that's been beaten well.
Because we
It's been
fluffy.
beaten until fluffy. It's, 5 to 8 minutes. It's just nice and fluffy. Okay, so then what we need for this recipe obviously is 8 ounces of cream cheese beaten.
I looked over there.
We need a half a cup of melted butter, 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. That is not the pumpkin pie mix, that is just the pureed pumpkin. Or pureed, whatever, so what. Okay, in here we have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons ginger, 1 teaspoon nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon cloves, 1/4 teaspoon salt. Here is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. There is 3 eggs. And here we have 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, it's slightly packed, not heavily, and 1½ cups of powdered sugar. Yes, you heard that right. That is 2½ cups of sugar in this recipe. Yum, yum.
It's totally healthy.
So what we're going to do now
You
is...
forgot the pie crust, you animal.
Oh, we've got a pre-made pie crust, which I've blind baked for, I believe I baked it. Shush. I blind baked it for 9 minutes at 400 degrees, just because I don't want my crust so soft. I'd like it kind of to have texture. So, like I said, we've beaten our cream cheese for about 5 minutes or so. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add our brown sugar, and we're going to beat that for a bit. Doesn't want to go in.
You compacted it too well. Oh, damn it, Billy.
Just not enough room.
Oh,
There.
Well.
Okay, now we're going to beat this for a few minutes until it's creamed. So here is our mixture, and we've got our cream cheese and our brown sugar creamed together.
Hey, you know what? It looks like cheese.
Now we're going to add our pumpkin.
It smells like cheese too.
And then we're going to beat this for about another 5 minutes or so. Just till it's well mixed. Yeah. Okay, now that we've beaten our pumpkin, cream cheese, and brown sugar together, we're going to go ahead and add our cooled butter. Cooled melted butter. That's a half a cup of butter. And then we're going to also add our 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Tink. And then we're going to beat that well. And okay, we have put in our eggs one at a time, so a total of 3 eggs, and we've beaten well after each addition. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to add our powdered sugar, our cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, cloves, and salt. So you've got 1½ cups of powdered sugar. You have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons ginger, 1 teaspoon nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon cloves, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. So we're going to add that and mix that well. Now we're going to pour our mix into our prepared pie crust. And we don't want to overfill it. So we'll let that settle a little bit, and then we will put that in the oven at 400 degrees. We're going to bake it 15 minutes, then we're going to lower the temperature to 350 degrees for 42 to 48 minutes. We're going to check it, of course, part way through to make sure that the crust is not browning excessively. And we'll be back with you when the pie is cooked. So we put the pie in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes, then turned it down to 350 degrees and cooked it for 35 minutes. I had to keep opening the oven door because I was doing other things. I think that's why it might have cracked. Yeah, it's no big deal. So there's the pie. It took 40 minutes for it to cook completely, and now you want to let it cool, and then after it's cooled from the oven, then you put it in the refrigerator. So that's what you do with your pie, and you cut it up, put it on a serving plate, and most people put whipped cream on top.